Good day, this is WesternPacificWeather.com's ninth video update for Tropical Storm Maon. It is the 20th of July 2011, 08 Zulu, 4 p.m. Philippine time or 5 p.m. Japan time. Maon was last located 180 kilometers south of Nagoya with maximum sustained winds of 100 kilometers per hour, gusting to 150. Maon is moving eastward at 15 kilometers per hour. You can see in this visible satellite image that the center of circulation is now south of the island, south of Honshu, as I said, approximately 180 kilometers south of Nagoya here. So yeah, expect Maon to continue moving away from the island as it moves eastward and eventually southeastward, completely avoiding the Tokyo area by Thursday. You can see in this 37 GHz image that definitely the structure of the overall structure of the storm has definitely weakened and took a hit when it made landfall yesterday in Shikoku and also this morning here in Wakayama Prefecture in the Kii Peninsula, south of Osaka. So definitely the eye is now gone, and the activity remains mostly in the south and eastern half of Maon, which is also depicted here in the infrared image. Most of the activity remaining south of the Honshu island, but still you can still see some outer bands definitely moving into as far east as Tokyo and as far north as southern Tohoku region. As for the wind reports, definitely the wind has died down for much of Shikoku and Honshu along the Kii Peninsula. Although still some areas reporting around 15 to 30 kilometers per hour of winds with the strongest you can find near the coast and those in the small islands heavily along the sea. As for the Tokyo area and the prefectures of Kanagawa, Chiba here also reporting around 15 to 30 kilometers per hour. And you can also see here Idzu Islands, the group of islands south of Honshu here, still reporting some strong winds of up to 50 kilometers per hour from the south. Evidently, they are in an open area and in the middle of the sea, so definitely those winds will be stronger than those of being reported inland. Now, in terms of precipitation, again, the rain has let up for most of the areas in Shikoku, Kyushu along also, and here in the Kii Peninsula, reporting definitely going to be experiencing some improving conditions throughout today and into tomorrow. But you can still see some outer rain bands moving into the island from the south. You can also see here Tokyo definitely still experiencing light to moderate rain there. As far as rainfall rates, this is the latest rainfall report. This is a 1 hour rainfall report around generally reporting 10 to 20 millimeters for most of the areas. Most of the stations are actually reporting just light rain, and you can deduce in this radar precept that the rain is not that widespread anymore, just some spotty showers of light to moderate rain here, and also some pockets of heavy rain, as you can see here in this radar image. And most of the rain is definitely south of the island now, although as I said, expect some of these to maybe stray off to the north and hit some of the areas later into tonight. But as Maon moves farther south, it will have less of an impact in terms of precipitation and strong winds. Now, as for the forecast, you can see here the steering layer, this subtropical ridge remaining south of Japan, definitely influencing Maon's southeastward dip. And eventually it is forecast to move north again, well east of Tohoku and well east of Hokkaido by Sunday, as it begins its extratropical transition. Now, one thing to note here, we are showing this vertical wind shear map, You can see light to moderate wind shear around 10 to 20 knots, and Maon is actually forecast to slightly intensify just below typhoon status as it moves southeastward into the relatively more favorable conditions in terms of wind shear, and actually warm water south of Japan around 28 degrees Celsius. Definitely not the type of scenario you'd expect in a storm hitting the northern latitudes or mid latitudes like this, as usually we see cyclones here beginning their extratropical transition, but not for Maon. It is expected to become extratropical, although later actually on Sunday, as early as Sunday actually, when it will be well east of Honshu. As for the computer models, again, an excellent agreement here showing that southeastward movement and then an eventual recurvature to the north. Just some minor differences along the forecasts there. As for the Euro model, and also showing that by Thursday it is well south of Tokyo area. You can still see some strong winds going to be affecting the southern half of Honshu, possibly in Chiba Peninsula, south of Tokyo there. And you can see also by Sunday morning Japan time, Maon will be east of Honshu, east of Tohoku region, and southeast of Hokkaido, moving to the northeast there. You can still see Maon being depicted as a particularly still strong tropical storm by the Euro model by that time frame. Now, as for the JMA forecast, again remaining in agreement with the computer models, taking that southeast dip and then moving to the north there. JDWC also showing that, and keeping Maon as a tropical storm all throughout the forecast area, weakening as it moves on the North Pacific Ocean by Sunday. You also hear a forecast at Western Pacific Weather showing that by Thursday morning, Maon will be well south of Tokyo there, 500 kilometers south of the metropolitan area, and also by Friday will start to recurve to the north, and we expect also that by Sunday Maon will begin that extratropical transition, actually as early as Saturday, as it begins to interact with the baroclinic zone, and that vertical strong wind shear definitely going to be ripping Maon apart as it moves to the north there. Now I showed you the computer models earlier, and you can also see models still depicting that cyclone to form within 3 to 6 days time. GFS, CMC and NOGAPS all depicting here that cyclone forming in the Philippine Sea around the western Micronesia, southwest of Guam here. The Euro model is actually later. It's the later one in terms of tropical cyclone formation, actually depicting it around day 8 or day 10. UK Met model also showing that cyclone forming in around 6 days time, actually beginning in southwest of Guam. So yeah, definitely we've seen this type of scenario being depicted by the models for almost 3 days now. So yeah, they do seem confident in terms of developing and forming up a cyclone. In terms of the intensity, the computer models are showing a relatively weak cyclone, probably a tropical storm at best, moving westward towards northeastern Luzon here, but definitely still gonna be watching for the forecast and latest updates, because the models do shift every day. So, and we still don't have that cyclone to begin with. We have here the Western Pacific basin, actually quieter conditions in northern Luzon here. Here is Maon south of Honshu. You have here the convergence zone affecting Mindanao and Visayas and much of the Micronesian islands here, but definitely not doesn't have types of convective activity that we usually see in tropical cyclone formation, but most cyclones do form in this convergence zone. So if the models continue on showing that, then maybe maybe a cyclone will indeed form early next week. Just have to stay tuned for that. Now that is for the forecast for Tropical Storm Maon. Definitely stay tuned for our other written text updates at westernpacificweather.com, and also our daily video updates there. And also for those of you living in mainland Japan, definitely gonna be keeping an eye on JMA, also at your local news channels for the latest official warnings and forecast for your specific towns or cities there. And also make sure you go at the JMA page for the latest radar and showing that precipitation for the locations of heavy rain there. As for our comments, that is all our video for today. For comments, just leave them on our YouTube page. Also, don't forget to go to westernpacificweather.com for the latest text updates there, and also you can email us philippineweather@yahoo.com for further questions, and also for comments with regards to improving our forecast. So again, that is our forecast for today. See you again tomorrow for our next update on Maon. Bye.